So welcome back to another weekly vlog. What a busy week it was last week. It got to Tuesday and this week and I was absolutely knackered. But thoroughly enjoyed the beekeeping show, and obviously we were busy on the Friday prior to it, which you're about to see in this video. So sit tight, there's bits of all sorts in this one. There's our award acceptance from Theopathetis, and then obviously on to the beekeeping show on the Saturday. And then this week we've just been dodging the weather a little bit, getting as much as we can done outside. And today we're in the storeroom, just getting some wet weather jobs done. I've got loads and loads of jarring to get done. We're coming up to the first of our market bookings now, so I want to be on the ball and ready for that. I didn't mention it, but I'd just like to thank my wife Vicky. It sounds a bit soft, but for being by my side all the way through this. She's been an unwilling volunteer, but more willing now as we start to grow. And my sister-in-law Debbie, I lean on Debbie an awful lot. She does literally all sorts for us, from the admin, from social media to jarring and market. So thanks Debbie as well. Without Debbie entering us for the competition, obviously would have stood no chance of winning. Thank you so much to you both. Welcome to all our new subscribers. So fantastic news with the extra content this week from the YouTube famous guys. Thank you Griff, Richard and Lawrence for taking part in the interviews. It's ultimately sent us over 1,000 subscribers, so another fantastic milestone for us. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It just helps us push this channel to more people who might find us interesting. As I say, this week it's just myself and Vicky you have to put up with. We've got no celebrities on board, but it has given me loads and loads of ideas for the future, things we might try. Road trip. So Vicky and myself, we've ditched the kids and we're heading on down to the Midlands. We've got a couple of days down here. We'll film as much as we can. We'll go off to pick up a award, and then Saturday we're off to the beekeeping show. But remember, it's work, not a holiday. Cheers. Good morning. We're just in Birmingham. We're on our way to the ICC. We're going to meet Theopathetis today to pick up a business award, which we're very happy and proud about. We're going to take you along and show you what we're up to today. So that's a wrap on today. We've had a fantastic day, learned a lot, taken lots away. Vicky's just behind the camera. She's a little bit emotional because this was our wedding song as well. So off to Walsall next, overnight stay. Prerequisite was a swimming pool for Vicky, so we've sorted that. And then on to Telford tomorrow for the beekeeping show. We're looking forward to that one as well. So it's Monday and we're back to it now. So we've got a couple of decent days of bits of sunshine, although you won't think it now, and a nice breeze. So it's an ideal couple of days to try and get some kit sprayed. So we've got loads of new supers and some brood boxes and nukes that I want to get resprayed or sprayed for the first time. So I broke out the sprayer. So I'll talk you through it and you can have a see for yourselves. So we've got obviously a Bauer early sprayer into a 20 litre tin of, I panicked at first, to be honest. It's a forest green, but it does dry a lot darker. And then, as you see, listen, ignore all the paint on the grass and what I've turned into rugby pitch. As you can imagine, Vic's over the moon with me at the minute. But I think I've done a good job. What do you think? So yeah, we're slowly getting through it. Also, these are the supers I picked up second hand. Sorry, the polynukes and stuff like that I picked up second hand, and all our new supers, pin supers and stuff like that that have been painted for the first time. Loads of extra kit for this year, so I'll get this sorted out. I'll set you up on a time lapse, and I'll not bore you to death with it, but you can see how we go about it. So there we go. I'm not going to just clean that screen. Something else full of paint now. So I'm not going to bore you to death with painting box after box. But as you can see, it saves loads and loads of time. Used to do it with a little roller, and then I had a little air paint gun in the garage. But the problem is, it kept making the compressor overheat. So then I picked that second-hand early sprayer up, and it just makes light work of it. So as if I didn't look like Shrek enough already, obviously I'm painting myself green now. So I'll crack on with the rest of these polynukes, and then I'm going to get cleaned up. So I've got some deliveries to make this afternoon. Good morning. It's Tuesday. A little bit chilly today, to be honest. About 2.5 degrees. Got a serious case of the CBAs. Just really can't be bothered today. I'm just heading over to Liverpool. I've got to go and drop some cut comb off at Hawksmoor, and as you can hear, I'm a bit of a cold as well. And then whilst I'm over there, I might as well bob over to Ollie's. I said I wasn't going to go for a couple of weeks, but I'm near enough passing, so I might as well just check on a few hives, check some feed, and top up with any pollen if need be. So I'll see you in a bit. We just at our local rapeseed site again. I don't know if you can make that out, but God, it's grim out there. But that rapeseed doesn't seem to mind. It's probably grown another inch or two since we were here last week, or just over a week ago. So it won't be long now. Come April, that'll be flowering for definite. So another wet play day. We've come inside the shed of dread. We've got Vicky with us today. She's going to give us a bit of an hand just to make some frames, put some frames together, and more importantly, put some foundation in the frame. So Vicky's going to crack on with that. But before we start, as you've seen, we use the jig that I made in one of the previous videos. I'll try and put a link to it here now, so you can see that. It just makes life easier when you're making your frames. And obviously, we just staple these together with our air tools. So we use the Senko nail guns. So it's a set of 3. This is the pin gun. We've got a staple gun and a nail gun as well. So I've had a few different types, some cheaper ones. But these have been brilliant, to be fair. I should look after them a little bit more. They want oiling up and whatnot and a clean, but they've been fantastic. Dead easy to use, lightweight. And our nails and our staples we use, just tack-wise, I think I picked these up from Tool Station, cheap enough there. So for the staples for the frames, I used 20mm used staples, and then for nailing the bottom bars and the retaining bars, I just use a 15mm brad nail. Dead easy, and that's all you need to hold the foundation in. And generally, I buy all my foundation from a bellow. I just find it's really good quality. Some you can get, or some I've bought in the past. Not mentioning no names of the suppliers, but really, really brittle thin, and you end up breaking half the foundation as you put them in the frame. So no waste with these. Always cut to size. Always the right size for the frames, and just say generally it's the ones I prefer to use. So I'll let Vic crack on. We'll not go mad again with the time lapses, but just show you how we put them together. And there we have it. Vic was a little bit worried that she might look like a biff because she was trying to show how she does it to the camera. But we're going to crack on with these. I don't know what anybody else is like, but I find it quite therapeutic. You just kind of switch off, just plug away, put in the frames in, think about jobs you need to do, stuff within the business. Finished. I said we'll crack on with these until it dries up, and then we can get some side jobs done. So whilst we're on the subject of frames and frame building and foundation, I did mention several weeks ago now when we were doing a bit on frame building that we only buy seconds. So we get our seconds from Maysmore. I think they're doing 50 at a time for around £30 or so, which is our deal. As I've said, it doesn't bother me that the seconds, and it certainly doesn't bother the bees. This one's quite knotty, but generally we find very few that aren't usable. So stick to what you know. There's no point paying over the odds for it if it does a job. Again, trying to keep everything on the cheap, like I suppose most of us are. So there you go, bit of everything for everyone there. You can see some of the jobs we've been doing this week, what we're obviously up to over the weekend, on the run up to the weekend. I can hear the rain bouncing on the unit now as we speak, so probably won't be much getting done this weekend, but hopefully the weather picks up next week and we can start getting some more proper jobs done. But until next week, I'll see you again.